Hey everybody, we're here testing the HTML5 beta of RuneScape. It just came out, it's got a few bugs, it's got some way to go, but it's pretty good. As you can see, the camera moves really slow, hoping that's not by default. You can move faster with the mouse. A few things have changed. As you see, the items look a bit different. The draw distance is actually really great. In fact, I found an amazing example of the draw distance. You can actually stand at the edge of Draenor and finally see all the way out into Port Sarima over here, and then you can actually see the Wizard's Tower from across the lake. But before this was completely impossible. If you look down towards the center where all the water is, you can actually see where the draw distance kind of cuts out. Now it's really far out there. You can almost kind of see some of the skybox back there. It's kind of hard to point out, but it is there. It almost looks like there may be either a cloud or the edge of an island with the mountains or something. So I'm assuming that it could be just a guess, maybe Crandor or something. As you can see, the distance for movements is very good with the draw distance. The distance for action isn't nearly as good, but that's alright. I mean, you have to be close enough to use the item anyways. The graphics are good. As you can see, things still take a little while to load. It's probably due to the fact that this is brand new. They said, hey, we're working on it, it's not going to be perfect. And it's not, but it's moving along pretty good. I mean, for an HTML5 game client, this is still a pretty good job. As you can see, some of the visual effects are pretty good. One thing to point out, my Sky Pouncer is actually blue. So if you see it yellow, that's one of the few bugs. And if you see the fact that I'm kind of yellow-green, I'm actually supposed to be like a goldish color. So that's just another bug. You can see down through all the layers, see a far expanse of the draw distance, which is pretty cool. I'm not sure what's going on over here. I'm guessing that this is probably right around where Berg de Ra is. So that's very good. It's just a guess. It's kind of hard to tell with everything messing up here and there. Oh wait, no, okay, that's Lumbridge. Alright. Forgot that there's a swamp over there. I've only played since 2005. Alright, so you can see the water kind of cuts off. I'm guessing this may be a graphical thing. This looks probably like Bibidin Cant over here, or Bandit Cant. How to say Bibidin? A few graphical bugs. You can see the shadows are a little predominant in the desert. It must be nighttime. They said in the Q&A that there may be a day and night. They said that they're not really planning it. They're planning on skyboxes, not much weather effects or day and night. But honestly, I think it's going to go in that direction eventually. People want it that bad. They're going to find some way to make people happy. Alright, despite the lag, we will try to... Actually, why am I doing this? Let's see what it looks like in the middle of the desert. See the expanse, and from what I see, they've done a great job. As of yet, I have not tried combat. This is due to the fact that there is some lag, as you can see, and I don't trust it. The camera seems to be moving a little bit faster here. So I'm not entirely sure what that's about. I do find the light bouncing nonsense kind of amusing. Holy Star, David in a mirror. Alright, you can see the desert pyramid. You can see all the way down to what I believe is, I want to say, Minfos. Again, I've played since 2005 and I don't know crap. Alright, you can see the granite quarry, the water all the way to the edge. Apparently it is nighttime in the desert because the shadows just kicked in. You can see the exiled caliphate layer, that I do know. Besides the shadows and whatnot, I mean, it's pretty good. You can see all the way to the other end of the desert, which before you could see like about 5 feet in front of you. And then there's just this sandstorm of a fog. It wasn't really that great. For those of you who love construction, I'll check out my house real quick. Haven't seen it yet. Hoping that it doesn't look like poop. I'm guessing that it looks about the same. Oh, I love that shadow detailing. Looks like 20 birds just crapped on with bushes. Alright. Let's see. Where am I going? Alright. Heading off to Canvas. The first time loading the game, it took a while for anything to load. I think after once you start getting some of the main models in, the basic wall models, some of the NPC models, as soon as it gets there, it starts to replicate them really fast. As you can see, it got one wall, next thing you know, the entire house appears. All the barrels appear at once. Same or very similar models. It loads really fast, so I think it works off the fact that RuneScape does use the same model a lot. So as you can see, the entire forest just lit up at once. The draw distance is good, as you can see. Juna for the win. This is the mausoleum, I believe, all the way over there. It seems the player draw distance isn't that well, but landscape is the best part of RuneScape, so who needs multiplayer, right? Only a joke. I like people. Alright, I believe this is the werewolf agility course. You can see, I think you can see all the way down to the farmer. Yeah, I believe so. That's the farm. This, I want to say, is Port Phasmes. Phasmates. Something that's not really English. Alright, so the navigation is fairly good. You can't get all the way down there. For those of you who may be disappointed, I suggest you just kind of chill and wait. Honestly, I think it's just... It's like the evolution of combat. As we all know, we hated the beta. Some of us liked it. I kind of liked it. It needed a lot of work. Currently, evolution of combat, I don't care if you say it bad, there's a lot of haters out there. It's good. They did really good with it. It came out well. I think this is going to be like that. People aren't going to like it at first, or they're going to be concerned. It's going to turn out well. Jagex, of course, being the people they are, at least want to earn their income. I mean, they do a good job. A lot of them do care about the players. It is a good group. It was based off someone who wanted to make a game because he enjoyed it, and it went really far. So as you can see, it turned out really good in Port Phasmes. Despite the shadows have been messing up a lot today. It's a ghost town, so the more the shadows, the better. I don't think that's really a problem. I do notice though that you can't see the dock on the minimap. I'm not sure if that was before. I think you could. So you can't now. That's probably a mistake. You can see one of the islands at the distance. I'm not sure why the sky map is orange. But if you look really far, you can actually see the eastern islands. Yes, this is only a joke. You cannot see the eastern islands. I would love to see that. That would be amazing. And the sun just moved 5 feet to the south. Wow. I have to say, I love this lighting a lot better though. The sun just made an improvement. Great skybox as well. You can actually see the clouds. Again, draw distance, each time you go somewhere new, it seems like it's getting at like a quarter to half the amount faster. So it's definitely gaining speed each time you load a new model. I'm not sure what this is doing to the cache. I honestly don't care. I'd rather them store a couple gigabytes in my hard drive and this thing run as smooth as daylight. I'm not sure what that means either. Alright, good draw distance, starting to really look like a jungle. We've got a thing in the ground over here, that's awesome. It's still a little bit of a lag, I'll give it that. But I mean, I would feel safe to at least attempt combat. Ampling, what the heck with you? I would attempt combat, more exploring, like they said in the QA. Take a walk to get more information the more you travel. You gourmet or magpie. So, I mean, travel. Alright, sorry about that. I had to pause while I put in my pin. Another thing you can notice is there's shadowing on the items. I'm not sure if that was a glitch or on purpose. I kind of find it amusing. Everything's like just cloaked in darkness. Everything belongs to Zaros. Zaros all the way, right? Alright, as you can see, everything's pretty good. Let me see if I can grab a teleport and show something neat before I go. As you can see, we got a system update in about 8 minutes, so for all we both know, they could fix everything and surprise perfect client. Most likely they're actually fixing the problem with the numpad. If you try to put in either username or password with the numpad, it will not let you log in. It'll say it's the wrong password. If you use the numbers above your characters, it's completely fine, and that's just normal for it. I'm like, okay. So let's see, what's nice to show? Let's try that. And I'll only be brief with this, just quick. Well, this is what this looks like, that's what that looks like. So, just something to kind of get you excited there. Oh, one second. I'm glad that it just glitched back open, because I also need this. Alright, now close this time. Good job. Alright, we're going to drop by Miscellanea first, because I am the prince there, apparently, along with 2,864 million other men. But hey, I mean, whatever floats their boat. Alright, the draw distance is starting to take effect again. Actually, no, I don't feel like talking to them. I'm just going to look around my slightly more fairer kingdom with HTML5. So since this is RuneScape 3, I'm going to call this Miscellanea 3. Or just a dense forest with a lot of colors, that works too. Alright, I'm moving along. I'm closing out in 15 minutes. I'm going to push that limit a bit. We've got light and flying books. Well, At least we can make an assumption this is in the wizard's. Okay, no, this is actually. Excuse me. This is in the rune span, as you can see. Some of the things floating around, or at least it's simulated to be there. We've got a map in the ground. That's cool. Essentially, this is just a floating or standing building. Not sure what's up with that. Alright, let's move on to cooler things. Crud. Alright, we're going to change this. We're going to Castle Wars first, because it's got a bank, and I believe I just saw the old God Sword as a mouse. I could be completely wrong. 1 second, I'm going to figure that out. As you can see, they definitely outdid themselves with Castle Wars, because that's the newly updated thing. It's got really nice textures right off the bat, I see. Everything's really rustic. This is how I expect to see RuneScape 3. This is how I expect them to update everything. Alright, let's see here. Oh, okay, no, so this is the trademark RuneScape sword. Alright. I was going to say, if that was the original God Sword, I'd really be amused by the blast of the past. Alright, as we can see, we have what looks like your standard bot. Hopefully they don't work as good in HTML5. I've recently come to enjoy killing them. That's actually quite fun. So, let's see here. Wrong tab. It's hard to tell with all the shadowing. There we go. Throwing our dark matter so we don't get attacked by a ton of these, whatchamacallits, vampires, or Firewatch, or getting attacked by those in HTML5 would probably like fighting the King Black Dragon with full bronze, no weapon, maybe an undead chicken. Yeah. Let's switch that up. And hit Dark Mare, because that should give us more of a newer feel of the whole Eastern Mauritania area. As you can see, we've got very good graphics and a strong deep blue mixed with a blood red kind of feel. Just like the original game, only it's got a better look to it. I think it looks a little bit better here. Or rather, a lot better. The camera is being a little bit of, I should say, annoying. Okay, it took a while for that to load. I probably should have showed the tree, but we're kind of chopped with time, so it's out. We got a minute till 20 minutes, and we've got an update coming. Now filming what happens when you do not log off on HTML5 during an update. Alright. Everything seems to look good, moving as slow as my pet rock when it's in a race. I think he may be a little bit stoned, that's why. He's just kind of slower than usual. I mean, you can't blame a pet rock for being stoned, it's just they love to do that. Kids don't use drugs so bad. Alright, as you can see, it's got high quality. That means the defenses towards Castle Draken is 20% more cooler. Yeah, I just used a pony meme. Why? Because I can. We've got pretty good graphics going here. It looks pretty great. Looks like we just passed 20 minutes, so I'm going to give farewells. I hope you enjoyed. Give a like or subscribe. I'll try to make some more in the future, hopefully. The client will be working better, and we can get a better feel for it, maybe some combat. I'll talk to you later. Enjoy, and check out HTML5 when it's available to you. See you later.